Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Bhagavan Shankaracharya has written so many things. He had nothing to do, so he kept writing. And one of his best composition is Dakshinamurti Stotra. And there he brings out one very beautiful thought for us to contemplate upon. Nana Chidra Ghatodara Sthita Mahadeepa Prabha Bhaswaram Jnanam yasya tu chakshuradi karna dvara bahispandate janamiti tameva bhantam anubhati etat samastam jagad tasmai Shri Guru Murtaye namaidam Sri Dakshina Murtaye. I chanted this thing just to impress upon you, I know Sanskrit. And I know none of you have understood anything. This is the way of the wise people. When you are among the people who do not know English, talk English. When you are among the people who do not know Sanskrit, talk Sanskrit. And this is how your superiority is maintained. If you see a pot, and in that pot you keep a lamp, and suppose that pot has many holes, a holy pot. So, what will be the scenario? From that pot where there is only one light, one candle, but many holes, so many lights will come out. And on the surface, we will understand that there are many lights. Nana Chitra Ghato Darasthita Maham Deepa Prabha Bhaswaram. In the same manner, that pot is nothing but this pot. Right from childhood we start potty. So from this pot, it also has got many holes. See, we are all holy people. The many holes. See? Navadvare pure dehi naiva kurvanna karayan. Bhagavad Gita says there are 9 holes. So in this pot there is one light, not many lights. And that one light comes out from those many holes outside. And it appears as if there are many lights. Like our eyes see many colors, purple, red, green, yellow. Are there different visions for different colors? Only one vision is able to see all the colors. So as if one vision has become many. Behind every color there is not a single, there is not a separate vision. First. Now the second thing. Our eyes are restricted only in the field of colors and forms. Our eyes cannot do any other function. So, first is color. Color is a common thing. But red color, green color, yellow color, in Delhi when you go next time, wherever there is a traffic signal, they have got this green, red and yellow light. So when red light is on, it is written there, relax. Because people in India, when they see the red light, like a bull, they charge. Therefore, they are told, relax, relax, there is no hurry. So the red color is red, it is not green. The green color is green, it is not red. These are specific. But when we talk about color, color is a common thing. It could be any color. See? So from the specific to the non-specific is the journey. Get this point. It's very simple. So many colors, but there is one vision. Then so many sense organs, but there is one mind. See, the same mind peeps out of the eyes, it is called as vision. The same mind comes out of the ears, it is called as hearing ability. The same mind comes out of the nose, called as poking ability. We poke our nose everywhere. That is not our fault, it is the mind's fault. So there are not 5 minds behind the 5 sense organs. There is only one mind. Now be attentive. Every sense organ is specific. Eyes, colors and forms. Ears, sounds. See? But the mind is not specific. Mind illuminates everything. Let it be color, let it be smell, let it be touch, let it be anything. Mind is one. Now, a person who is lost in specific colors. See? The other day I was somewhere, name, place I will not tell you. So when I was there, so my lungi had a little different color, this cloth has a different color, this sweater has a different color, jacket has a different color. They said, Swamiji, what kind of Swami you are? You have got so many colors. I said, I am colorful Swami. We get so much obsessed. See, friends, spiritual practice is not becoming someone special. We have to give up all the speciality and be the common denominator. That is what is called as spiritual life. But normally what happens, the moment we talk about spirituality, suddenly we have to have the spiritual makeup. See? So you have to have a typical type of funny clothes. Why you are a Swami? See? Then you have to have face makeup, .com. See? Or you have to have the railway lines. Why? Spiritual. See, friends. So, from the specific we begin and we start towards the non-specific. See? Specific is husband. Non-specific is also husband. And super non-specific is man. And double super non-specific is human being. See, one person came and he asked me this question. Swamiji, is there any way that I can discover happiness in spite of my wife? I said, yes. Very simple technique. I said, tell me, who are you? He said, I am the husband of so and so. I said, do you know husband is a common noun or a proper noun? He said, are you taking my examination of school or what? I said, yes. Husband is a common noun or a proper noun. He said, technically speaking, it is a common noun. Then why do you become specific? See, so when the problem is for everyone, it is not a problem. See, friends, the gravitational force is for everyone. The fire is hot for everyone. So we don't take fire as a problem because it is for everyone. In the same manner, every married man is a husband. So all the problems that they have, they are common problems. But we make those problems specific. Give up this specificity. Come to the non-specific existence. See, friends. Therefore, we give up the specific colors, come to the colors. We give up the specific sense organs and we come to the mind. We give up the specific relationships. These specific relationships are Mr. Somebody. See, friends. And every somebody is the source of all the thoughts, all the problems, all the worries. So when you investigate who is this somebody, you will come to know this somebody never existed. It is just an appearance. See, friends, on the spiritual path there are two stages we have to go through. First stage, whatever you are doing is perfectly all right, provided these two stages are reached. If these are not attained, then we are simply wasting our time. The first step is freedom from body identification. See, friends, there are three I's, not E-Y-E, but three I's, small I dash S, three I's. One is called as Mukhyatma, the real self, Mukhyatma. The second is called as the Mithyatma, the illusory self. And the third is called as Gaunatma, the secondary self. Now get these three things. When sometime a child comes to your house, knocks the door, we ask, hey, who is there? I am there. He is telling the truth. But we grown-ups, we don't like truth. So we want specific. I am is who? I am Dumbo. Like that you should tell. So we want name and a form. We want specific things. So the non-specific I is common. See, friends, like the vision is common for all the colors and forms, the ears are common for all the sounds, the mind is common for all the sense organs. In the same manner, the absolute conscious blissful existence is common for all the things and beings. See, friends, so the whole journey is starting from what we think we are to, in fact, what we are. See? This is all. So normally people come and eat our head. That's why I never entertain question-answer session. Initially, when I was new in this profession, and we were waiting for people to ask questions, because that time it was the itch for the tongue to talk. So, they will come and ask question, and then I have to very sincerely try to analyze, explain, and after that they forget everything. Like that, one lady asked me this question sometime, Swamiji, this is my doubt, please help me. I don't know why, but I asked her, how many Mahatmas you have asked this question? Swamiji, you know, I have asked this question to many Mahatmas. So she was collecting the answers to the same question from many Mahatmas, so she can write an article and publish on the internet. See, friends, people fall in love with their doubt. They don't want to get out of the doubt. Maintain that. When I discovered this, from that day onward, I never entertained any question answer. So, when a person asked me this question, so the answer was, first of all, introduce yourself. I don't know to whom I am talking. He said, I am an Australian. I said, I didn't ask you your nationality. Who are you? I am a follower of path of yoga. I said, I am not asking you how many times you twist your body. No, I am a married person. I said, I didn't ask your pathetic condition. I was in UK, we had a camp there, meditation camp. And there was one elderly man, he used to come. So I used to sit like the same type of stage. And then, after the lecture, then they were supposed to sit down and do meditation. So he asked me, Swami, will you mind if I lie down here and do meditation? I said, I have no problem. So he brought his bedding, put it there. And he said, I always like to do meditation in Shavasana. I said, never mind. And it was a sound meditation. After that class was over, then he woke up from the sleep. And then he asked me, Swami, excuse me, you are not married? Before I could answer, he said, after all, happiness is not everything in life. Because there are two types of people in this world, those who are married and those who are happy. There is no third variety. So, whenever we are identified with the body, we become somebody. See, friends, how the somebody is born? After body identification. Then we become mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, in-law, outlaw. These are all the bodies which are born after body identification. And these bodies, they are miserable. See, friends. So if this somebody is born after the body identification, so what are the stages? Essentially, we are divine. Divinity is one without a second. Like the space is one. There are not many spaces. Infinite is always one. So that infinite one is nobody. Now when that infinite gets identified with one particular body, and that identification is by default, you cannot stop it. But we can change our attitude. It is something like this. You stand before the mirror, and a birdie stands before the mirror. What is the difference? When we stand before the mirror, it is difficult for us to move away because there the most beautiful thing in the whole universe is standing in front of the mirror. So we look from every angle, this angle, that angle. But at the same time, what is our understanding? We don't look at the mirror. We look in the mirror, and we don't look at the reflection. We look at ourselves. And therefore, when we stand before the mirror, we never get bored. People get, but we never get bored. See, friends. But when a bird goes and sits in front of the mirror, what is the tragedy? Who is that? Somebody is there like me. So go on pecking, and the blood starts coming, and the body goes behind the mirror. Let me see who is hidden there. And there is nobody. I think again she has gone away. Again comes in front of the mirror. Again starts. See? Now what spiritual practice should that bird do to stop the reflection happening in the mirror? Nothing can be done. In the same manner, Our identification with the body is by default. You cannot stop it. It will remain. But only thing we can do is, like a man or a bird, don't mistake the reflection to be real. Don't mistake I as the body is real. This is all. And when we thus practice or focus our attention, all spiritual practice is only directed towards this. We have to rise above the body identification. See? For that, stand on your own feet. There was one short old man got into the bus, and there was one huge youngster, strong. This old young shorty asked this young strong fellow, "My dear son, yes, when are you going to stand on your own feet?" So, why? I'm standing on my own feet. No, dear, you are standing on my feet. Discover freedom. Freedom from body identification. That is the purpose. And that can be achieved by these two techniques. Technique number one, reduce the possessions. And don't take the relations too seriously. Then play the role that you are supposed to play. But don't carry the burden of the role with you. Know for certain that you are just playing a role. Like this moment, you are playing the role of a listener. So you listen, leave everything here and go. We all do that. So all the spiritual practice is like this. As you listen to the satsang, so you listen to the whole world. So satsang has never touched us. In the same manner, the world will not touch us. See, friends. Therefore, this body disidentification is the goal. And once, now, next step. In medical sciences, they study the symptoms and then reach the cause. Is it not? The doctors ask you, what is wrong with you? What is not wrong? Come on, talk properly. No, I have got stomach ache, I have got backache, I have got headache in my stomach, I don't know what to do. See? So these are the symptoms. Now the doctor will give you the medicine after arriving at this is the disease. So from the effect, symptoms, the cause is established. This is the rule. In the same manner, be attentive. Now start playing spiritual life. Don't become serious at all. Start playing. Suppose I am not the body, but not like dumb way. I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect. Means what? I am not that body, I am this body. No, not that way. Start playing. If I am not the body, what will be the consequences? What will be the symptoms? See? So when I am not the body, I cannot be man, woman. I cannot be born. I cannot be growing. I cannot die. Because I am not the body. See? This stand I am not. Therefore, this clamp which are tightened on this stand, they are not pressing my throat. Because I am not that. In the same manner, if we are practicing spiritual life, whatever you are doing is okay. But the real thing is this. Practice this. What it is like being not body. Now start working on this. The first thing that will happen will be Body is born, body goes first vertically, then it reaches the ceiling, then it starts growing horizontally. Then a time comes, it becomes old, senile, one day the body dies. Now if I am not the body, what should be the consequences? I cannot be born. Now evaluate. Do we have the experience of our birth? Somebody tells us, you are born on such and such day, and we accept it. Then you will see all the time of birth is given always in very odd figures. Nobody is born at 12 o'clock, even if you are a Sardarji. They will tell his time of birth 11:59. So once I was in that place, so I asked that nurse, I said, Mama, what you told me is over. Now for my general knowledge I want to know. When you people tell the child was born at 11:59, that time were you holding the kahan tak aaya? Tell me the truth. He says, Swami, I will tell you the truth. If we tell these parents, the child was born at 12 o'clock, they don't believe in us. Because how can the child be so perfect before birth? So we have to make some figure. And we can't tell, yes, I remember I was born. No. Because none of us ever have the experience of birth. And yet, happy birthday to whom? See, friends. Thereafter, the body starts growing. We don't grow. That is the reason, for the first time when a girl is addressed by the kids, Auntie, what is the time, please? That girl gets the first shock of her life. Don't call me auntie, call me Didi. See, the children see the grown-up body. But that girl, she has never experienced that she is growing. And many old people have got the standard statement. Swamiji, could you guess what is my age? When old people ask this question, I enjoy. I said, yes, you are 3 years old. Because such stupid question cannot be asked by the grown-up, mature person. And then they'll say, I'll tell you, I am 81 years. They'll pause. Then I say, young. Yes, you understood correctly. 81 years belong to the body. Young, someone who is other than the body. We have no experience, we are growing. And also, we have no experience of our death. Mar ke dikhao? Nobody has ever died. This is our essential nature. The first error we do, getting identified with the body, like the bird standing in front of the mirror, getting identified with the reflection and taking that reflection to be real, and all the samsara begins. After we are identified with the body, that I is called as mithyatma. Mithyatma means what? Mithyatma means that which appears but doesn't exist. See? There was one wife, she came from outside. It was heavily raining in cats and dogs. She came totally drenched and knocked the door. Husband opened the door and again closed. She got so wild. Again she knocked. And when he again opened, she shouted at him, how dare you close the door? Oh, it's you, I didn't recognize you. Because of the rains, all the makeup was washed away. See, friends. We are so much identified with this body, it has no logic, no reason. This is how The first step is body identification. This is not a problem. But I am body notion, this is creating the problems. And see how this continues throughout life. I was in Varanasi, and there we were studying one very good text of Bhagavan Shankaracharya, and that is Prashnottari Ratnamalika. And in there, I referred, probably emphasize about not bringing the past in the present. And there was one oldie, 80 not out. He asked me this question, Swamiji, you are emphasizing so much that don't talk about your past. Why? Unless we tell our childhood, how the children will know. I said, sir, please tell me, who wants to know about your childhood? Who wants to know? Nobody is interested in our past. Everybody is concerned about their future. But oldies have no future. What future old people have other than the grave? See, friends, now the second thing. Old age belongs to the body, not to you. So when you talk about your childhood, unknowingly what you are doing, your body identification is kept intact. When you talk about your youthful age, your identification with the body remains intact. And when you start contemplation, the small little sweet body, everybody is to lift us, hug us, kiss us. And now when people look at us, they take the old newspaper upside down and start reading. And we are worried. Why people are avoiding me? When I was a child, everybody used to take me. Because that time it was a sweet body. Now that small baby's body, where it has gone? Find out. Is it the same body? Think. Therefore, the real problem of life for the birth of somebody is body identification. And when this body identification is taken to be real, then the secondary eyes are born. The secondary eyes are mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, etc. So that one man, he has taken himself to be the man. Now he further gets identified with the father, he becomes son. Then he gets identified with a lady, he becomes husband. Then he gets identified with his own child, he becomes father. So out of that one man, 3 are born. Now find out, where are they? One couple came and they were talking, and the husband told me, Swamiji, if you can tell my wife, I have failed. She should respect me, at least for my age's sake. I am elder than her. She treats me like dust. I am elder than her. She should respect the age. I said, I am sorry, I will take her side. You always do like this. She gives me food, you don't give me food. You give me complaints. Then I told, please tell me, did you get married in a sequence or together? Husband and wife, they get married together, is it not? Therefore, the age of the husband and the wife is always equal. Husband is never elder, wife is never younger. So their anniversary is their age. And when their anniversary is somewhere around 15, 16, they are in teenage. And in teenage, children start behaving rough. And therefore, during that period, husband and wife tug of war continues. It is not therefore, it is teenage. And if they can sustain that teenage up to the 19 years of their marriage, if they go through the turmoil up to 19 years of marriage, then they know there is nobody who can tolerate me. Let me have him or her. See, friends, this body identification has to be consciously dropped. And this is the technique. Don't talk about your past. See, friends, all the time we talk about the same past. When I was a child, who cares? See? Again and again, watch this. And when you thus avoid talking about your past, slowly somebody will start disappearing and nobody will start manifesting. Somebody is always miserable. Nobody is never miserable. See, I am not giving a mala in your hand. I am not telling you do this Shirshasana and do japa. No. This simple thing. Avoid talking about your total past. And when you are not interested in your past, you will not be interested in somebody else's past. But our Indian philosophy, anybody we see, the first question, where from you have come, when were you born, why were you born? There is no end to those questions. Stop this. And thus, slowly, this somebody's burden will disappear. Because what is ego? We talk about ego. Ego is nothing but a mule carrying the burden of total past in the form of relations and possessions. Drop them. You are nobody. And then what are the symptoms of nobody? Nobody is the one who is always happy. He is not happy because of something. He is happy in spite of everything. See, this nobody is never born. Somebody is always born. What is the date of birth of a husband? The marriage. Before the marriage, man was there. Then divorce. What is the date of the death of the husband? Divorce. But a man is still there. And who was miserable? This husband, he was miserable. Husband is somebody. Man is nobody. These secondary eyes, they are Mr. Somebody. And this somebody who are non-existing, they are miserable. How can you help a non-existing personality to come out of the miseries? See, there was an actor who used to act in a drama, and he was famous for acting as, a very pathetic character. Very expert in that. So, in one of the dramas he came, he acted pathetically. And every time what used to happen, when he used to be very miserable and nice dialogues which are already prepared, the complete psychological pressure is developed in the audience through the story, etc. And when he is crying, he is being tortured. That time, the whole audience is crying, taking the tissue paper and wiping the nose. These days, the digital world, the boys and the girls, they don't cry by eyes, they cry by nose. I never knew that. Somebody asked me this question, Swamiji, why these girls, when they cry, they wipe their tears through the nose? Why not eyes? I said, look here, they have got, the eyelashes fixed. कहाँ गया? Therefore, they cry with a nose. Thank God, there is no nose fix. So, when he is acting in that pathetic manner, the whole audience is crying away. That time, what is going on in the mind of the actor? You fools, you are paying from your pocket and crying really. I am paid, but I am crying fake. One day it so happened, in his acting, he got so involved that he forgot it is a drama. And thereafter, even the drama was over, he was unable to stop crying. To him, what could be done? So there was one wise man, like any one of you. So this person was taken to the wise man. Maharaj, you see, this is what has happened. The Maharaj said, come here, and gave him one heart. When heart was given, he said, what happened? Why I was crying? Now that was his question. Why I was crying? Friends, this is what the Lord does with us. Every difficulty, every problem, every suffering is an indication by the divine will. Come on, you are not somebody, you are nobody. Somebody is always miserable. Nobody is never miserable. So what should be the spiritual practice? Remain cheerful and happy without joining laughing club. Don't join laughing club. Laughing club people are collectively pathetic. If there are some here, accept them. Because I had to survive. See, friends. And when you laugh, be attentive. When you laugh, you are nobody. See? Take this example. Very simple thing. These stories I told so many places. This story is like this. In a school, the teacher told, write a small story. Quickly. It should end in a proper manner, not pathetic. Happy end. So the child wrote two persons, man and woman, standing back to back, and they started walking. Thereafter they lived happily. Story over. Now when you laugh, if you laugh, that time you are nobody. If you remain somebody, you will not laugh. How to laugh before everybody? What they will think? I am laughing. Actually, I am pathetic. No. When you are happy, you are nobody. How simple spiritual life is. But we are all the time struggling. I want God realization. What will you do thereafter? One lady came and asked me this question. Swamiji, I want God realization. What I have to do? I said, imagine I am God and look at me. So you have a realization. What next? No, I had to go and cook. I said, go and cook. See, friends, don't have this funny notion, God realization. There is nothing like God realization. You are that God. It is a discovery that you are divine. It is not God realization. It is you have to realize. And when you realize, then you come to know you are nobody. When God expresses through a cobra, he doesn't become venomous. When the God expresses through the man, he doesn't become masculine. When the God expresses through the woman, he doesn't become feminine. When the God expresses through the stone, he doesn't become inert. When God expresses through the fool, he doesn't become fool because he is nobody. All the spiritual practice is don't become anything. It is the process of unbecoming. And what we have been doing throughout our life is the process of becoming. Even the kids we ask, hey, when you grow up, what do you want to become? See, so we want to become something or the other. I want to become a scientist I want to become. So then you study, you become scientist. Then what do you want to become now? I want to get married, I want to become husband. Thereafter now, I want to become father, you become father. Now, I want to become father-in-law, you become father-in-law. Now, I want to become super father-in-law, that means grandfather-in-law, you become. What next? No end to that. The real spiritual practice is unbecoming by the process of undoing. How to undo? Ma karma phala hetur bhuhu. This is the technique. Undoing means don't have the notion, I am doing something. Friends, things are just happening. Be a generic product. Don't have any brand value. Bhagavan doesn't have any brand value, but we created brand value. See, friends, and these branded fellows go only in a very small market. If you are a generic product, like Chinese, go everywhere. See, friends, therefore, somebody is a limited expression of the unlimited reality. And this limited expression is suffering. See, once I was in some big 5-star hotel in Bombay, and there was a marriage of a great musician. So he called me, Swamiji, my son's marriage is there. So I went. And earlier cinema was over, recording, filming, everything. Then my interest is only eating. There is food here, no? Etaj jnatva krutakrutyaschya bharat. So I took my meals and I was sitting in a chair and eating. One unknown person walked in. I didn't know who he was. I said, excuse me, please come. So he came. I asked him, what is your shoe number? You can imagine a Swami with the food in the hand talking to an unknown person, what is his shoe number? He looked at me, something is wrong somewhere. Such a question is never expected. He said, why did you ask this question? I said, I think your number is 9, you have put on 8 number shoe. When he heard it, he became serious. How do you know so much details? I said, I am realized. I can tell you everything. Should I tell you further? No, enough. Then he told his story. Actually, because I had to come for this big function, I bought a new shoe. I selected one and then came to the counter and the slip was given. I paid and that bag I came home. And today when I was coming to this function, I put on that, I came. And in the car I was feeling it is tight, but I thought maybe it's new, it will be all right. But now it was difficult for me to walk. I said, that is exactly what was the symptom. When you have got 1 number shoe less, how funny you walk. In the same manner, that infinite reality expressing through this dumb, useless body, that funny expression is called as Mr. Somebody. Then what is to be done? Remove the shoes. You don't have to do anything. Remove the shoes. The shoes are nothing but body identification. The moment you remove the shoes, aha, how fresh you feel. Exactly the same way we all do. When we go to deep sleep, in that sleep what we do, we remove our body, put it on the bed, and we are merged with the infinite. And therefore, in that infinite experience, we are nobody. And because we are nobody, we have no desires, we have no possessions, we have no nothing, we are only happy. This is the journey of somebody to nobody. And this cannot be done by anybody for us. We have to live our life, we have to die our death, we have to lead our own spiritual life. Many people have these funny things. They say, Swamiji, please give Ashirvad. I said, I am sorry, I never give Ashirvad. What is Ashirvad? Be sincere and work on this. See? Otherwise, we put all the load on that poor Guru Maharaj. Utha. No. Don't be a mule. Be responsible for your life. And this is how it begins. The first step is, Number one, do not bring your past in the present and spoil the present. You are walking the spiritual path. See, this is one of the most important things. And when you thus leave the past, be attentive, you will never have worries about the future. Those who are carrying the burden of the past, they alone have worries about the future. They always have this funny thought, I don't know what is going to happen to this world. If you don't know, relax. If you know, prepare. Worries are no solutions. See, friends, what is a worry? Worry is an attempt to solve the non-existing problem. We only imagine, my son is getting married, I hope he will get a good wife and she will not kick me out of the house, And then you start imagining, suppose she has kicked me out, where will I go? Should I go here and there? And then the son says, I am not going to get married. All the worries, where they have gone. See, friends, this is how the mind is making us dance. Like nobody wants to die, the mind also doesn't want to die. So what the mind does, either goes in the past or goes in the future. The moment the mind comes in the utter present, the mind merges in the absolute, then absolute is nobody. So the first portion, stop talking about your past to anybody. Second thing, whenever you are disturbed, worried, or you have got some tension, thoughts are not under control, that time sit quiet and ask a question to yourself. Who is having these thoughts? You will come to know at the root of every thought, there is somebody seated there. Now do this experiment. It's a very simple experiment. Right away, whatever you are, wherever you are sitting, just close your eyes for a few moments and become husband or wife. And see what kind of thoughts are coming. Stop. Second experiment. Become parents or children and see what types of thoughts are coming. Stop. Now remain as nobody. Stop. Now let us analyze. Open your eyes and ears, don't go to sleep. When we became husband and wife, the thoughts were pertaining to wife and husband respectively. So when I as a husband sit for meditation, wife will come with a list, go and fetch the vegetables. When I was sitting as a parent, the children's problem will crop up. If I sit as the children, then all the parents' problem. These parents never understand. They are all outdated. They can never understand our problem. All the time talking about their child. Who cares? Meditation. And when you remain as nobody, no thoughts. Thoughts require a point. That point is somebody. Now to discover this nobody out of the somebody, the next type, next spiritual practice is this. When you are sitting quiet, just try this. Do not talk to yourself. Don't talk to yourself. Because somebody always talks. Nobody never talks. Somebody is born out of nobody. Like husband is born out of man. The father is born out of man. The son is born out of man. Man is, husband became. We are nobody as man, and as husband we are somebody. The husband is never happy and man is never miserable. So what is the spiritual practice? Stop becoming anybody. And for that, the fundamental rule is get rid of the body identification. If karma, upasana, yoga, knowledge, 4 paths, if all of them are directed towards freedom from body identification, you are walking spiritual path. If you are doing karma and suffering, I do so much, nobody recognizes, I have to do everything. Who told you? Give up and get out. If by doing karma we become miserable, understand our doership has become very poisonous, very big, very strong. See? Karmani chitta shuddhyartham. Karma is not done because the world needs it. Karma is done because it is our need. And whenever we do whatever in our life, don't have that notion that we are doing something great for the world. When we were not there, nothing was lacking. When we will leave this world, nothing will be lacking. If you don't trust, leave. But we have this wrong notion. I am doing so much, I am doing so much. See, friend, this I am doing so much is Mr. Somebody. Get this point. So simple it is. So when we do karma because it is our need, you will have humility, you will have cheer, you will have happiness. You will do karma for a time pass. Next principle. We have to achieve nothing in this world. Then what for to live here? Time pass. That's it. And don't we do that? Suppose, like before we came in this hall, I went to the other room, whatever it is. So there they say, Swamiji, 7:30 is the class, so what will you like to do? Will you take a cup of tea? I said, okay. Now that cup of tea was not necessary, but time passed till we come here. And then when we were sitting there, now they will start asking me question and eating my head. So I gave them a chabi, bhajan gao. Bhajan was there was neither devotion nor need, only time pass, that's all. Like we are all coming here, for what? We are going to get good dinner. Therefore, listen, time pass, eat, oh eat. Take this principle with you at home. When you practice time pass, you are nobody. See, friends, we have nothing to achieve in this world. See, all the great, great people have come and gone. The world is the same. Your Rama came, went away, along with the whole lot. Ayodhya is still burning. Krishna came, did so many things. He could not save his own Dwarka. And we think, I am going to do something for the universe. See, friend, all those who have come to save the world, they were shaved off. World cannot be saved. It is something like trying to improve the image, reflection in the mirror by cleaning the mirror surface. No, I should look beautiful. If you want to look beautiful, go to Photoshop. But if you are standing before the mirror, you will be shown what you are. See, friends. Therefore, our whole life is just a time pass. Remain as nobody. Come in this world as His will. Stay in this world as His will. Leave this world as His will. Is it not truth? This is a mega drama that is going on. In this mega drama, we are all actors. Who is an actor? He is told, enter the stage. He has no freedom. Then he is told, these are the dialogues you have to speak. This is the acting you have to do. Then afterward the director is, now leave the stage. What freedom, what facilities that actor can demand? Nothing. In the same manner, in this mega drama, the divine drama, when we are pushed in this world, did anybody ask us? See? Excuse me, you have to be born in Honolulu. Nobody asked. Push you. Who asked us? And when we were pushed out of this world, did anybody ask us, excuse me, you are transported to Buffalo body? No. So our arrival and our departure from this world is not under our control. So our stay on the stage of this world drama, what freedom we have. Then whatever role we have to play as somebody, play the role, but don't forget you are essentially nobody. So play the role of mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, and be happy. Don't forget the basic principle. And when you keep that level of happiness intact in and through all expressions of life, you will be only acting in life. You will not be reacting in life. Normally we react. Stop reactions. See, friends. Because when I am somebody, I will react. When I am nobody, I don't react. There was a couple, they went to the doctor. The doctor was told by the wife, Dr. Saab, my husband talks a lot at night. He keeps on talking. Because of that, my sleep may disturb. So please give him some medicine. So the doctor, please sit down. He brings out some medicine from his drawer. He tells her, Amma, you take this medicine. Dr. Saab, you have not understood properly. I am telling about my husband. He talks whole night. Medicine required for him. I have understood. You take this medicine. How can I take this medicine so that he will stop talking at night? When you take this medicine, he will be able to talk during day. Then he doesn't have to talk at night. Why he talks at night? Because the whole day you suppress him. So at night he takes the revenge. At this moment, when you are happy, you are nobody. Think, are you thinking you are a man or woman? Are you thinking you are rich or poor? Are you thinking you are educated or uneducated? Because you are happy. Happy person is always nobody. Miserable person is always somebody. Such a simple rule. Practice this. And for practicing this, take life lightly in the light of wisdom. You don't have to achieve anything in this world. Keep busy. See? This journey from somebody to nobody is the real spiritual practice. If this is happening, we are on the right track. If this is not happening, and you may do anything, go to holy places, do bhajan kirtan, and do seva, and go give donation, everything you do, it has zero value. If body identification is getting diluted, then we are on the right track. Friends, nobody can do it for us. We have to live our life, we have to die our death, we have to lead our own spiritual life. Guru can do nothing for you. Be responsible for yourself. Otherwise, Guru Maharaj, uthao. Why uthao? Be responsible. Upanishad says, when the student tells, Adihi bhagavo brahma vidyam varishtham sada sadbihi sevyamanam nigudham yaya chira sarva papam vyapoya paratparam purusham yati divyam. O Guru Maharaj, kindly tell me Brahma Vidya, the Supreme One. Guru washes his hands. He says, Shraddha Bhakti Dhyana Yoga Davaihi. You learn. In the process of transfer of knowledge, it is not the teaching that is important, it is the learning that is important. And learning is the responsibility of the student, not the teacher. This is the only way this somebody can disappear and nobody can manifest. And this manifestation is called as realization. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.